Hello you guys, and welcome to this episode of the N-Scale Architect. I admit, it's been a long time. At least a year since I've posted a video. And there's reasons for that. A couple of reasons, at least two, maybe more. I'll show you the first reason. The first reason here is I have got this table. This big table. This is a 4x8 sheet of plywood. And I got a lot of models on here that I have put together. And these models will eventually be glued down and incorporated into landscaping on this sheet. And I'm going to build a bridge, so to speak, over here to the layout that I already have completed. And I tell you, there's the problem. I don't know if you guys can see. This is my basement. This is just my kind of like my hobby room. And these models all have to be removed off of here and placed somewhere securely down here on my space. And I'm just giving you a little quick tour so you can see. I got a lot of shelving here. I got my weights here. I got my metal detecting stuff over here. And yes, metal detecting, I'll talk about that in a second, because that's reason number two. But anyway, for me to get this table and this layout built up, I got to move everything off of here. And I've got to put it in a secure place where it's not going to get damaged. So I'm working on that. I've got another room that I've been cleaning up where I can really just dump all this stuff into it. Also, I don't know if you guys can see the difference here. This here, if I draw it straight across, is going to hit about right there. And I've got to build this up to where it hits my existing, rail track, main scale rail track here. So there's a lot of work to be done here. And this is not going to be any small effort. All that I have done over here, it has taken me years to get to this. And my layout is some 20 feet. I think this side is 20 feet wide, and this is like 24 feet. So it is a large layout. And I'm complete. This is all done over here. This is the only thing I have left. And, it's going to take me a while. I want to try to film it, so I'm going to let you guys see as I go about putting this whole thing together. The second problem on why it's been so long since I have posted a video is because I have another YouTube channel. And probably many of you, if not most of you guys, already know that. I have a metal detecting and history channel. I've got over 17,000 subscribers over there. And I have been investing a lot of time and effort into that channel. And because my weekends are all tied up in actually going out and metal detecting, researching, editing films, this hobby of mine has taken a hit. And this hobby of mine here, this is really my true love. I love trains. I love doing stuff like this. I love being creative. I love putting stuff together. I love scratch building, layouts and scenery. And of course my cats have been up here and knocked things over. And I have not run trains on this track in at least 2 years. So I need to do a deep cleaning, just a deep cleaning on this layout. And I've got a lot of stuff to fix. Like right here, obviously my cats have torn that over. And I've got a lot. There's trees down over there. And trying to keep my cats out of here while I'm working down here has been a challenge. So anyway, I plan on starting this addition here you know, I'm planning on starting it this spring. So we're in February. I'm looking maybe April-ish. And I'm going to take all this stuff out. And I'm going to build this up probably more like this area is over here. So I'll have an industrial area here. You know, I'll have a center area here that's built up. And I'll probably have a mountain scenery up here. And then I'll have some housing. I got a lot of houses here that I put together, and these are really old houses. You know, they come from probably the 1970s, 1980s, and these were buildings that people were tossing out, and they just gifted them to me. And so I painted all of them, repainted all of them. So I got to find places to put all this stuff. And then what do I do when it's done? That's the other challenge. You know, this is in my basement. This is not an easily movable layout. So I actually plan on reaching out to the National Railroad Museum. It's up in Pennsylvania. It's not very far from my brother's house. And I'm going to see if they might be interested in this. I've been up there many times. They got a HO scale layout about this size. They got a G scale, probably a little bigger than this. But they don't have an N scale. And so maybe they'll be interested in it. Maybe they won't. But I know my kids, they're not going to be able to take this with them wherever they go. And, you know, something ever happens to this house, I got to sell it. You know, I don't want to leave this down here. I want the public to be able to enjoy this, just like you guys. Also, I've got this Digitrack, and I want to sell this. I want to take this out. I'll probably sell it online on eBay. It comes with these controllers. I got a controller here. It plugs in here. And I believe I've got a plug-in over here somewhere. And I can't find it. I tell you, it's been so long since I've been down here. I want to get, there's another version of this that's more remote. And one of the things that I don't like about this is that I've got to be attached. So I can take this out. You know, I mean, it stretches over here, so I can get pretty close, but I can't get over there. And so I need something that is essentially cordless free. And this is a great system. It's very popular. It's not cheap either. But cats have knocked over my locomotives. The other thing, too, that's a little frustrating for me is everything is digital, and that's why I have this Digitrax. It's all digital, but I only have 3 locomotives that are digital. Here's 2 of them. These 2 locomotives right here, and I have probably 30 or more in-scale locomotives that cannot run on this because they don't have the chip in them that allows them to be done by remote. So I have to change out all of those locomotives, and that's probably going to run me about $3,000. So comes to the next thing I was going to tell you guys. So over here, this layout that I'm going to do, I will probably have part of this layout that is not wired up to my Digitrax. So it's going to be isolated, and that way I can run my other locomotives in that area over there, and I don't have to have the radio microchips. Now these lines that I've got that's going to connect to them, it'll go around and it'll come back, and so these guys here will be able to go around there, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to have this all wired up together because I backed myself in a corner doing this. All right, that's an update. So I will probably start this again. I'll probably start this in March or April time frame. I'll start ripping this all down. I'll bring you guys back. We'll take a look at it, and I'll start documenting as I build this. I'll let you guys see it. But I'll shoot you a couple scenes before I go. You know, it's been probably 2 years since I've even been down here to look at my layout and to see what damage my cats have done. Probably, well, actually it's not so bad. I think the damage is more up this way. I wanted to show you this too. I built that by hand. That's scratch built. This is all scratch built. You know, the little rail there is all scratch built. And it goes over to my little lumber drying, kiln dry. Yeah, I see some damage here. I see a tree here in the creek and some telephone poles that have been busted down. My pond looks like it's got a lot of dust on it. I need to fix that. Boy, all my snow looks dirty, so I'm going to have to come and vacuum. I'll vacuum all of this. I'll vacuum that off. All right. All right, you guys. Thanks for tagging along. I'll probably put some YouTube shorts with the video between now and when I start tearing into this. So I won't be offline that long. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Take care and God bless.